I would be happy if only you would. dot, dot, dot. There's a t-shirt for you. I'm unhappy and it's your fault. There's another one. If only you, then I. And why the hell won't you? This is called control. Hi, I'm Terry Real. I'm the founder of the Relational Life Therapy Relational Life Institute. I'm here to teach you a few relationship skills and how to not get yourself into trouble. Listen, harmony, disharmony, and repair. All relationships are a collision of your human imperfection and your partner's human imperfection and how we manage that collision. Here's the first thing I want to say about what it's like to live day and night with another imperfect human being. You ready? It hurts. You want to hear that again? It's disappointing. They don't always do for you what they should, what you damn well deserve. I call this dealing with the partner you have instead of the one you deserve. We all long for gods and goddesses who will never disappoint us. But we wind up with people who are as woefully limited and imperfect as guess who? You. I have friends, a gay couple who were celebrating their 40th year together. Someone said, "What's the secret of your longevity?" And he said, "Every morning I walk to the bathroom, splash some water on my face, look in the mirror and say, 'You're no prize either.'" But how do we manage our partner's imperfections? It's all well and good in the abstract, but it really sticks in the crawl in the particular. How do we get more of our needs met in a relationship? Well, most of us try by trying to control our partner. This is one of 5 losing strategies of the adaptive child part of you, an immature part of you, that will not be able to effectively run a relationship. If you would just dot, 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 I could be happy. Here's a bitter pill. No one gets anyone to anything. You cannot directly control your partner. You can ask, you can negotiate, you can make skilled requests versus unskilled ones. There are ways to get more of what you want by changing your side of the seesaw, by changing how you handle yourself, which may, at times, on a lucky day, change the interaction between you and the other person. It's much more effective, for example, to ask for what you want with humility than it is to demand it. It's more effective to ask for what you want than to complain about not getting it. There are skills that work better than others, but they all fall short of controlling your partner. Sit down, shut up, and do what I tell you. You need to. That is a loser. You can control overtly from the one up. You better do this, buddy. Or you can control covertly from the one down. That's called codependence. Enabling. Don't set daddy off is also a form of control. You have to let go. One human being cannot directly control another human being. Why? Well, humans don't like being controlled. You might be able to get it in the short run. You might be able to manipulate your way out of your partner's rage. You might be able to bully your way into going to the Chinese restaurant instead of the Indian restaurant. But you will pay. You will pay. The relational wisdom is that if one of you wins and the other one loses, you both lose, because the loser will make the winner pay for it. There's no such thing as control. If someone allows themselves to be manipulated or bullied, you may get your way in the short run, but the bill will be due in the long run. So if you can't control, what can you do? Ask with humility from the I. Lose objective reality. You are not God's gift. You are not Emily Post. You're not the expert on how they need to handle themselves. But you are the expert on you. Let me give you Terry operating instructions. Here's an example, and it is a good illustration of moving out of our patriarchal, individualistic, objective reality based. The relational answer to the question who's right and who's wrong is who cares? What matters is how are we going to work this thing like a team in a way that works for both of us? I can't make you do anything, but I can effectively ask. So, true story, very sort of heteronormative. She to him, you're a reckless driver. He to her, you're overly sensitive. Any of you know this one? I've certainly lived it. And then they go into what I call an objectivity battle. Is he reckless or is she nervous? And then they each marshal their evidence and argue their case. This is all bullshit. He's trying to get her to be less nervous. She's trying to get him to be less reckless. They have their hands around each other's throats and they're fighting to the death. Here's a true story. One session with me, her to him. Honey, you can start with that. Changing the energy, standing up for yourself with love instead of anger. Honey, I know you love me, right or wrong. Call me a nervous Nelly. But when I'm in the car with you and you're zigzagging and driving 10 miles above the speed limit and tailgating people, I get myself crazy. Not you get me crazy, I get myself crazy. I just get scared. I'm terrified driving with you. And maybe I'm overly sensitive. You see, she takes the argument right out. Maybe I'm overly sensitive. I don't know. But I know you love me. Look, when you're by yourself, you can drive any way you want. But when I'm in the car, as a favor to me, could you please drive a little more conservatively so that I don't have to be miserable every time we're together? And he to her, true story. Okay. And he did. And what could have been a fight that lasted 40 years, I've been there, was done in 15 minutes because she let go of objective reality. She did not speak with expertise, but with humility. She did not tell him what to do. She humbly asked him what to do in a loving way that he could respond to. The issue is we don't like being vulnerable. Complaining is a lot less vulnerable than asking. Demanding is a lot less vulnerable than honey, as a favor to me. Let go of control. You are not in charge. Step up to the plate with humility and love. Do your best. And if the answer is no, deal with it. If it's really important, get some help. If it's something you can live with, let it go. You don't get your way all the time. Embrace the yeses and celebrate your own capacity to tolerate imperfection. Do your best with humility and love. It won't work all the time. It'll do better than you've been doing. I promise. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe for more videos like this one. Control is an illusion. You are not above nature. You're in it. Relax. Let the flow happen and do your best. Take care.